It didn't catch my attention. I went straight to Bitcoin. By the end of the weekend, I said to myself, holy shit, this is unbelievable. It's trading at $2,470 and it's worth at least $50,000.
How did you
That's
come up with that valuation back in
I'll
2017?
get to that in a
Okay.
minute. And then I had a dilemma because it was up 500% in the first 6 months of 2017.
Hmm.
I said, how could I recommend Bitcoin at 2,500 when it was at $500 6 months ago? And thank God that I had the courage to make the recommendation because it went viral all over the world. I had 100,000 people visit my website from more than 100 countries around the world. I went from 0 to 30,000 followers on Twitter almost overnight. He gave me the idea on the 27th of June. The recommendation hit the news wires a week later. Now, as far as my valuation, how I came up with the $50,000 figure, I basically was looking at what all of the money tied up in cash, stocks, bonds, gold, art, real estate, and collectibles was. And I said, if Bitcoin captures, a small fraction, like less than 1% of what was tied up in the other asset classes, the fair value for this hits $1 trillion. And if I look out 7 to 10 years from where we are right now, you're looking at a $500,000 valuation. And if you go out to 2040, then you're looking at between $1 and $2 million. There is one bullet point that I repeat in all of my interviews, and it's very important. We are a few years away from getting to the point where there will be one quadrillion dollars. That's 1,000 times a trillion. $1 quadrillion tied up in cash, bonds, stocks, gold, art, collectibles, real estate. I don't even want to get into derivatives and other commodities. $1 quadrillion. We're a few years away from hitting that point. That comes out to $100,000 for every man, woman, and child in the world. Obviously, it's not evenly distributed. Can we agree that looking out 3 to 5 years, Bitcoin will capture 1% of that quadrillion figure I just gave you?
Yeah, sure. I think that's a healthy
1%.
conservative estimate. 1%.
1%.
Sure.
That's $10 trillion. And that puts Bitcoin at $500,000, just like that.
So you
If
base Bitcoin's value on the total
we
addressable
hit
market.
2%, then you're already looking at a $1 million Bitcoin price.
That's interesting because most of the price points that I've seen for Bitcoin, like the Winklevosses and things, really just use gold as the market cap, but you in the total addressable market cap off of gold. But you're looking at Bitcoin capturing wealth from a various number of current stores of value and things of that nature.
Yeah, if you have money, those are the 8 asset classes that you can choose from. And why would you put money into the other 7, gold included, when Bitcoin has this unbelievable upside? We are still at the early stages of this game. You have to remember that it's only year 13. That's how long it took for paper checks to get accepted widely. People didn't want to use paper checks when they came out. People were afraid of them. Same thing with credit cards. It took 10 to 15 years before it went widespread.
Right. Every new technology goes through that growing pains stage.
Right. And that's where we are right now with Bitcoin. We're at an inflection point, and I think the floodgates are about to open on this.